I own so many patchoulis in my collection, however, Psychedelic is the best patchouli I've ever smelled, period. What's good guys, Hunter here and welcome back to Fragrance Hunter. I hope you're all doing good. Today we are reviewing a fragrance from Jovoy Parfums, which is Psychedelic, which has got to be probably the most popular from the brand. And I gotta say guys, this has been on my list for so many years, of course, while being a patchouli head, patchouli lover, one of my favorite notes of all time, absolutely in the top 3. And I've heard so much about Psychedelic and I finally got a bottle in the collection and it's absolutely lived up to all the hype throughout the years that I've heard, guys. If you love patchouli and you haven't tried this one yet, you absolutely have to check it out, guys. I'm not even joking. It's literally patchouli to absolute perfection. And if you don't know anything about Jovoy, they are a niche perfumery, I believe over in Paris. And they basically started their own niche line called Jovoy Parfums. And I gotta say guys, they're so high quality. I do own 3 in the collection now. They also do own Jeroboam, if you would know that, because I reviewed Kun Omo, their newest release not too long ago. But wow, from both Jeroboam and Jovoy, I gotta say I am extremely impressed with the quality, guys. And going to have to check out more from both of the brands, because if I'm saying this is the best patchouli I've ever smelled and I have some of the biggest heavy hitting patchouli fragrances on the entire market, that literally means something, guys, believe me. Now I do also want to shout out Jovoy for sending Psychedelic over for review. I'm still going to keep it honest with you guys. If I love it, I love it. If I don't, I don't. You can probably tell from this review, I absolutely love this one. So let's run down some information now. Psychedelic was actually released back in 2011, so it's been around for quite some time now. And wow, back in 2011 was absolutely birthed a masterpiece. For the retail price, on the only size this one comes in, which is the 100 ml, is gonna run you $220, which at a niche brand, guys, that's actually very reasonable. You can't find these on discounters. I'll leave a tag in this video, the best price you'll be able to pick it up for, but I believe they are coming out with new size bottles, 75 mLs. From what I see on their website, haven't seen them in person or anything like that, but these are the classic 100 ml bottles for $220 at retail. The concentration with this is in eau de parfum, so you're probably getting around 20-25% oils. And I'm telling you right now, this stuff wears very, very potent. I mean, look at that juice. The perfumer behind Psychedelic is Jacques Flory, which honestly, I'm not really sure about the resume. I believe they've created a few fragrances for Jovoy, Jeroboam, and some other niche brands if I'm not mistaken, but I gotta say guys, Jovoy has gotten some of the best perfumers in the absolute industry. And whoever this guy is, I'm gonna have to check out some of his other fragrances if he made this masterpiece right here. With all the information out of the way, those are the packaging and presentation you're gonna get with Psychedelic now. All right, so take a look at this box, guys, which I think is very unique. It almost has a snake skin texture to it. Of course, you got your sticker on this side in silver with your barcode, and probably a batch code to authenticate your product and see when it was produced. Right here, you have Psychedelic in that little window right there. Nothing on the sides or the back. And on the bottom is where you pull out your fragrance like so, and it is gonna be housed inside that cutout. All in all, guys, this is a very unique box presentation that is very sturdy and just seems extremely high quality, of course, what you expect from a niche brand like Jovoy. So put that to the side. Take a look at this bottle, and something about these bottles, guys, I absolutely love the aesthetic. It seems so prestigious. I hope they don't really ruin this bottle style with the new ones, but you have this black sticker with Jovoy on that side, Psychedelic on this side, so you can turn it like so and see your bottle is housed. And on my shelves, guys, I actually pretty much store them like this with the name in front, of course, because these are very wide bottles, as you can see. But look at that juice color, guys. Very dark, potent brown oranges juice, which matches the scent profile perfectly. On the bottom, you got your sticker with probably your batch code and some information. There's a very heavy metal cap, nothing on the atomizer in the cap, guys. I will warn you, does not hold in snugly at all, so absolutely do not pick this one up by the cap, because your bottle is gonna fall and possibly break, and you do not want that to happen. But all in all, beautiful bottle presentation that's so unique and different, and I absolutely love it. In the top, you're gonna find some citruses. In the mid, you got patchouli, amber, French labdanum, geranium, and rose. And in the base, you got vanilla and musk, and this would be classified as an earthy, spicy. So let's spray this, test out these atomizers. Beautiful distribution, guys. It is pressurized, so you spray either a little bit or a lot, which I always recommend. And be careful when you apply this stuff because the juice color is very potent. It might stain like a white t-shirt if you know what I mean. So let's go ahead and remind myself of this masterpiece. And since you're special, I'll let you do the first sniff, guys. You cannot tell me right now that is not one of the best fragrances you guys have ever smelled in your life, because in the opening, you are gonna get this faint citrus blast. It's not a citrus fragrance at all, but it is gonna be, there's almost like this dry citrus tone in the opening, guys, like a ton of different citruses, nothing in particular since it's not bright. It's not citrusy by any means, but you do have a kind of sparkle immediately in the opening that does not last long at all. Like, have you ever got a bag of those kind of variety dried citruses? That's the vibe you're gonna get in the opening with this, guys. I cannot believe I have not got my nose on this beauty sooner. I'm kind of disappointed in myself, but hey, I'm gonna have to enjoy it as much as possible now. So as we start making our way into the mid of Psychedelic, it's pretty much the star of the show because you're gonna get that perfected patchouli, guys. It's a very earthy, dry, chocolatey patchouli, like very, very chocolatey type of patchouli, which I love. It's probably one of my favorite takes on patchouli out there, guys. Oh my goodness. I do not know how they made the best patchouli on the entire market with this one, guys. It's insane how good this smells. And I'm not even joking. I have a countless amount of heavy patchouli fragrances in my collection, so I love the note. And this one stands amongst all of them, guys. This is the king of patchouli right here in my hands. It's the type of patchouli that if you know type of deal. So chocolatey, so excellent, so earthy, just how patchouli should come across, guys. Now, along with the patchouli isn't the only thing in this fragrance. It isn't linear. It does have some complexity to it. You also do have this very warm, earthy, resinous amber, guys. The amber in and of itself is also the earthy type of amber. If you don't know, amber of course comes from tree resin, which of course it should smell earthy. This is not a fake amber at all. So exquisite, but you also have that French lavandin. Now the lavandin in this one kind of gives off this slight leathery tone, guys, making it darker and darker. Man, I'm almost gonna break a tear smelling this. This thing is so good. And this is exactly what got me into perfumery, guys. This type of stuff right here. This is the kind of fragrance right here that actually makes me excited to be into fragrances, if you know what I mean. I don't think I've ever had any other fragrance in my collection make me feel the type of way I do with Psychedelic. I mean, seriously, if you love patchouli, just add this one to the cart and pick it up. You're not gonna be disappointed. Now, once you get into the base, guys, you're pretty much just gonna be left with still the patchouli, amber, and lavandin, of course, but it does bring the introduction of vanilla. It's more of like this spicy, cozy, warm vanilla. It's not like a very sweet vanilla by any means, guys, more spicy and warm, which just works perfect in the entire composition to be left with that beautiful vanilla dry down. Yeah, hands down the best patchouli in my collection now at this point, guys, and I don't see this one being topped anytime soon, if ever at all. This is my new baby in my collection. I'm telling you right now, guys, this is a stunner. So for the best seasons to rock Psychedelic when you guys get a bottle, because I know you are if you love patchouli, is absolutely going to be in the fall and winter. This is the kind of fragrance that if I could, I would wear like all fall, winter long, guys, every single day. It's so warm, it's so comforting, it's so cozy as well, guys. Very chocolatey and just so elegant. It's amazing for the colder weather like fall and winter, which thank goodness we're going into the fall time now, which you already know. I will be wearing this one a ton during those seasons. And I'm probably gonna break a tear anytime we get into spring or summer where I have to put this one back in the collection for a few months. Even though I guess you could, if you just love this fragrance like I do and you love patchouli, you could wear it like in the evening times in the spring and summer at the end of the day. But I'm telling you, this one's so thick, so potent, very, very strong as well, where you might ruin it for yourself if you wear this when it's like 100 degrees out in the middle of the day in like the summertime, because this one's literally made for the colder weather at the end of the day, guys, and it shines beautifully. For occasion with Psychedelic, this one does lean on the formal side of things. It smells elegant, it smells sophisticated, it smells very rich as well. The kind of fragrance you want to pull out in the evening time, going out on a date, to a fancy dinner, something like that. You want to make a huge first impression to anybody you're going to be with. This is going to do that. You want to wear this when you're wearing like a nice kind of sweater like I got on right now, a nice kind of button-up shirt, maybe even like a suit, a tuxedo, even something along those lines. But of course, I love this fragrance so much, I wear this one dressed down as well. But at the end of the day, no doubt about it, does lean more formal. I don't see how anybody could not fall in love with you while rocking the psychedelic. I'm gonna have to wear this one on date nights without a doubt. And when it comes to gender with psychedelic, this is a masculine leaning fragrance at the end of the day to me, guys. This one is primarily gonna be for me and the men out there, not something I would want to smell on my lady per se, if you know what I mean. Just a masculine, ambery, patchouli type of fragrance at the end of the day with psychedelic. So if you're a man, you love patchouli like myself, you need this in your life. And when it comes to age groups with psychedelic, guys, this one is a mature fragrance at the end of the day as well. It's not juvenile, it's not youthful, it's not playful. This is a man's man type of scent. Somebody that knows what he's doing with his life, means business, very confident, and just somebody important is the type of person rocking this. Kind of dude that does not care what anybody thinks about him. I mean, this fragrance is very, very special, guys. But hey, if you're a younger dude watching this, you love patchouli, because I know in my early 20s, I absolutely love patchouli myself. Then check it out. And you'll just be set already in your early 20s, going into your late 20s, 30s, and up with the best patchouli money can buy. Now, wrapping the review off, talking on the performance I got from a psychedelic, guys. So, on my skin, this one absolutely blew me away with the performance. I got around 12 hours of longevity with this one, and I can't even believe that it's an EDP, guys. It wears like an extrait, and look how potent that juice color is inside, guys. It looks like an extrait as well. So this must be a very high EDP, if you know what I mean, because yeah, 12 hours of longevity easily. If you go ahead and apply your clothes, which be careful, do not apply this on like white clothes or light clothes because it will stain. But if you do apply your clothes, you're gonna get like around 2 days without a doubt. So strong, so potent when it comes to the longevity side of things. Now, when it comes to the projection with psychedelic, I did get somewhere between like moderate and loud projection. I'm not really gonna categorize it as extremely loud because it won't really feel like an entire room. It doesn't really scream off the skin either. So I will say it's moderate, but it's leaning on the loud side of things, if you know what I mean, guys. Everybody around you will smell a psychedelic on you, I guarantee it. You're gonna turn and break a couple of necks because yeah, this is gonna be so captivating, so polarized whenever you walk by somebody. If you do get a compliment from somebody like out in public, some stranger, and they like this fragrance on you, become friends with them immediately because they know what they're talking about, believe me. Because of course, when you think of like earthy amber, earthy patchouli, leathery lavender, vanilla, etc., it's not really a crowd-pleasing compliment getting type of scent. So it might not get you a ton of compliments, but it's gonna get you a ton of attention and a ton of looks. And that's why I said if you do get a compliment from this one, befriend whoever gave you that compliment. But I just think it's so sexy and captivating that yeah, you probably will get a couple compliments with it, no doubt about it. Especially in the right environments, like evenings out at a fancy dinner date or something like that. Yeah, this one is gonna be beautiful and get so much attention. So around 12 hours of longevity on skin, around 2 days on clothes with about moderate to loud projection is what you're gonna get from this masterpiece psychedelic right here, guys. I mean, all in all, this one checks off everything off of my boxes, guys. I'm not even joking. I'm so impressed. I do have a few others from Jovoy that I'm gonna have to review, and if those live up to my expectations, guys, this might become one of my favorite new niche houses. And I don't even know how this niche house is so under the radar, guys. It almost should be a crime. All right, I've been talking too much about this beauty. We're gonna end the review here, guys. I'm telling you though, if you love patchouli, get this in your life ASAP, like right after this review. But yeah, that's gonna do it for the review of a psychedelic. Let me know down below if you love patchouli, if you've tried this masterpiece as well, and what is your favorite patchouli in your collection. But besides that, leave a like, subscribe below if you haven't already, and of course, I'll see all of you back here tomorrow. Take care, everybody.